Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be making some delicious chocolate chip cookies today. So the first thing and the best thing is that they only take 10 minutes. 5 minutes to make them and then 5 minutes to cook them. So let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And while that is working, we're going to go ahead and mix the cookies. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to take some unsalted butter and you're going to want to melt this. Or you could keep it room temperature, but if you're like trying to go really quickly and you don't have time for that, you can just put it in the microwave for like 5 to 10 seconds. And you want to make sure it's like fully melted. So let's go ahead and melt the butter. Okay, now we have our melted unsalted butter, and I forgot to say that you're going to use 1/2 a cup of butter, and that's exactly how much this is. So you're going to go ahead and want to pour it in. Okay, and now you're just going to want to let it cool just for a little bit, like 1 minute, maybe like 60 seconds. And while that cools, we're going to go ahead and add our brown sugar in. Okay, so you're going to want to add 3/4 of brown sugar, and we have all of our brown sugar right here. So you're just going to want to add that in, and the reason why we let the butter cool was so that the brown sugar and the plain and the granulated sugar doesn't like melt with the butter. Okay, now you're gonna want to take your sugar and you're gonna want to put 1/2 a cup of sugar plus 1 tablespoon. Yeah, that's a lot of sugar, but it's for the recipe. Okay. Now I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of sugar and put that in. Now we're going to mix this together until it's a nice, like, thick, creamy texture. Okay. Now your consistency should look like this, like a sandy paper cookie dough. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add 1 room temperature large egg. So let's go ahead. Okay, now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So it tastes good. Okay, now we're going to mix it until we get this thin paste of cookie dough. Okay, now the cookie dough should look like this thin, runny texture of cookie dough, which is perfect. Okay, now we're going to want to add 1 1/3 cups of flour. So, and let's go ahead and add that. And this is a lot of flour, but it's acceptable. We're making cookies. It's acceptable. Gotta have some salt. 1 cup of powder everywhere. And now we're going to take, we're gonna go ahead and grab 1/3 cups of flour. Now we're going to mix so we have a more thicker consistency. So yeah, let's mix it. Okay, now you should have the consistency of this thick cookie dough. It's still a little, but it should be pretty thick. And now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. Of salt. Add 1 tablespoon. And everything on more extract. It's a lot of salt. Okay. Now we're going to mix all that salt. Now your consistency should basically be the same, but this all mixed in. Now you're going to want to add 1 cup of chocolate chips. I don't have enough, so I'm gonna add these chocolate sprinkles in with it. You're going to want to go ahead and mix those. And if you want extra chocolate chips, then I recommend adding another 1/3 cup if you're a really big chocolate fan. And I'm going to add a few other ones. Here, I'm going to add these little star ones. They're really pretty. And if you don't even have chocolate chips, you could just melt some chocolate. It's better to melt. Okay. And now what you're going to do, if you want to get this out, you're just going to like tap it on the side of the bowl. And it comes straight out. So I'm tapping, and it's already melting. It's like my hack. Not really a hack, but. And I'm making these for my brother because I'm going to go to his baseball game. I'm so tired after school. And it's raining that way. And look, it's already empty. And delicious. Fuck it. And yeah. So we have chocolate chip, and now you're gonna want to put it on the pan and put it in the oven and bake it for 5 minutes. So yeah. Okay. Now they look really good, but I forgot to tell y'all. Whenever they're in the oven, they're gonna look really puffy, and they're not gonna look done, but they are done, and whenever you take them out, they'll flatten down. So now they look delicious. I think my brother's gonna love him because he had a baseball game. And yeah, you have to like make sure they cool, or else like it takes a while. So let's let these cool, and then we'll try them. Okay, our cookies are finally done, and they're very thin. It is time to finally try it. That's good. Really good. Alright, guys. You have to make these cookies. Good. So good. Alright, you guys. Well, I hope y'all love this video. Cookies. And you can always freeze the dough if you have some left over.